on top we're doing the dancey folk happy stuff, but below there's a very menacing, disturbing bass. Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc. I'm a music composer for games, and the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC for Elden Ring is finally out, and you guys have been recommending me all sorts of cool tracks. So today we're gonna listen to and talk about Divine Beast, Dancing Lion. Let's go! Yeah, of course I expected 3-beat measure, right? One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Holy crap, that sounds different! There's an Eastern flavor to this. They're building up. The harmony so far is very simple, but I think that's... Oh man, Jesus Christ. The harmony so far is very simple, but I think that's intentional. I was not expecting such an Eastern sounding track. I've played Sekiro recently. This almost sounds like it could be a Sekiro track on some parts. There's some strings in there that I don't listen to this. Can you hear the strings? It's hard to tell. I don't think it's exactly an erhu. You know what an erhu is? That kind of Chinese violin. It's hard to tell if it is that because it's blended together with all the other instruments in the orchestra. But there's an Eastern flavor to this. That's what I'm trying to say. And on top of that, it's super dancey, right? As I already expected. Like even From Software tracks that don't have dancing in the title are often dancey, especially on second phases. They do that a lot. They make the track dancey with triple beat meter, 1 2 3 1 2 3, usually on the second phase, to emphasize movement and dynamic when the fight really gets hard on the second phases of the bosses. Here they're doing that from the beginning. And also, the organ, there's an organ here as well, I guess emphasizing the divine aspect of it, right? The religious aspect of this. Can you hear the organ? Listen to this. The harmony on this is so intriguing. I said before that it's simple, but it's actually non-existent in many parts. Like you can't put chords to a lot of this stuff. It really feels similar in that sense to the Sekiro soundtrack, which is very inspired by Eastern Japanese / Chinese music, which oftentimes does not have chords, does not have an accompaniment by functional harmony chords like we have in Western music. But sometimes it does in this. So they're blending Eastern stuff with Western kind of harmony that we are used to. So check this out, the kind of harmony that they are using when they are using harmony. Super simple, but also, did you pay attention to the chords that they did? This is so interesting. Once again, they are doing the Amen sequence. Remember, I talked about that in the Godskin Apostles theme. They're doing the sad chord and then the not very tense chord. It's a chord sequence that historically with Catholic music has been associated with spirituality and religiousness. They did that on the Godskin Apostles as well. If you want me to explain that better, go watch the Godskin Apostles video. Right, there's a sense of spirituality, of etherealness to this. So I assume they're doing that to emphasize again the divine part of divine beast dancing lion. And then again, with this stuff here, it's barely even possible to put chords to this stuff. There's a build up here. Okay. Man, I can only imagine what it looks like to fight this guy. There must be so much movement in this. Second phase already? It's still 3-beat measure. We're still dancing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Amazing bass line. There's so many little folk touches to this. And the choirs, man. Amazing. Man, I'm just amazed at how different this sounds from other Elden Ring music. Elden Ring music is usually very grand with the orchestra. It sounds very Western most of the time. This not only does not sound Western, but also it doesn't sound grand and sophisticated in the sense of there's a big sophisticated orchestra. There are so many small little folk touches to this. There's like solo instruments being played so festively. So there's a contrast here between these two elements, the folk kind of festive dancing element and the thing that From Software does best, right? The disturbing, brutal, violent part. And the song seems like it's constantly shifting between these two moods. It makes me very, very curious to know more about this dancing lion guy. I wonder if he is some sort of benevolent figure, because the dancing parts sound so benevolent, but of course they're tainted by the disturbing chords, by the dissonance of the disturbing choirs, the bass. Check out this very, very disturbing bass. On top, we're doing the dancey folk happy stuff, but below there's a very menacing, disturbing bass. Maybe that actually is a good representation of the character, of the lore of this dancing lion guy. I don't know. Menacing bass underneath. And now we're partying. This is so intense, man. If this is some kind of deity, some kind of divinity, this has to be like a kind of people's god, right? This is not a high and mighty god standing there on the Olympus. This is a people's kind of god, and there's so many chants, there's so many voices singing and screaming or whatever they're doing in this disturbing song, that the picture I get is of a kind of macabre folk kind of ritual, but it definitely feels like something of the people. Because it sounds so folkish. Just pay attention to how many voices there are. Oh man, the strings. There's men, there's women. The strings are going crazy. I hope you're enjoying the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. If you like sharing and talking about Elden Ring music, I have a bunch of Elden Ring music videos over here, and watch this channel because I'm gonna post more videos on the DLC music as well. Remember, whenever you're ready to spread your wings and go on a music journey again, I'll see you there.